Patterns exist in nature. How can understanding this relate to making us a rich, financially independent and profitable trader? Well, let me show you. Here is a mountain range. Do you think the next peak is likely to look significantly different to the previous three? If you had to bet on what is more likely, which is what trading is, by the way, is it more likely that there will be a mountain 10 times as big right next to this? Or is it more likely that there is a peak about the same distance and a valley about the same distance and size as the last three? What's about here in this chart? If the first three peaks and valleys or price action is about the same shape and size 3 times in a row, how big do you think the fourth one will be? The fourth will most likely be similar to the last 3. Naturally occurring formations or man-made formations like charts will likely follow the same pattern more often than not. However, there are anomalies, and patterns do begin and end at one point, just like a mountain range. Just like a bull run of a market will end at some point and begin at some point. Rice fields end, waves will flatten out. But if we were to guess how big the next wave will be, all of us intuitively will say about the same size as the last one. What if I asked how big the next pullback will be on this GBP AUD chart on the 4-hour time frame? If the first initiation was about 4% increase in this bullish trend, then the pullback was about 2.5%, then a 3.2% push, and a pullback of 3.5%, then a push of 4% again. Do you think a pullback is likely at this point here? What do you think is more likely? A massive 10% push again, or a 3-ish% pullback? Sure, ridiculous moves happen from time to time, but more often than not, the pattern continues. This is what they mean by the trend is your friend. So there we have it, the next 3% pullback. So now what do you think will happen? If every single time we had a 3-ish% pullback, what is likely to happen here again at this point? Yes, a 4-ish% initiation. Just like the past 2 times, history repeated itself. If you want to see how I trade with this insanely simple, intuitive approach, we would be very pleased if you joined our free community on Telegram. It takes literally 5 seconds to join, and you will see how I tripled one of my accounts with this method in 4 months. If you enjoy this video, then you can do what you want. But it would be nice to see you in the Telegram channel.